Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 3rd, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. That Pennsylvania rodent saw his shadow, so it does look like 6 more weeks of winter, but he's not too accurate. Hey, here's some perspective for you. Pluto, and I'm not quite sure whether they're calling it a planet today or not, but that is about as big as Russia. Anyhow, that is your Monday morning OMG fact for the day, but there is some news, so we better get into it, shall we? The Naval Support Annapolis facility was placed on lockdown following reports of a bomb threat and an active assailant on Friday. Officials have not confirmed details, but military, police, and local law enforcement responded swiftly to secure the area. Personnel and residents were advised to shelter in place while authorities investigated. There were no injuries or arrests reported. Now, this is the facility over by Greenberry Point and is not the U.S. Naval Academy. However, the U.S. Naval Academy did close its gates for a portion of the lockdown across the river as a precaution. Dylan Baylor has been selected to fill the Maryland District 30A delegate vacancy. The Anne Arundel County Democratic Central Committee chose Baylor to replace former delegate Shanika Henson, who was selected to be a state senator a little bit earlier this year. Baylor, a longtime community advocate, will now await formal confirmation from Governor Wes Moore. Fun fact, our 2 delegates and 1 senator for District 30A were never initially elected to their positions. They were all selected by the Central Committee. Visit Annapolis and Anne Arundel County has put together a great lineup of events for Black History Month. Activities include historical tours, museum exhibits, panel discussions, live performances throughout February. Highlights do include the Kunta Kinte Alex Haley Foundation's annual lecture series, a special presentation at the Banneker Douglas Tubman Museum, and cultural showcases featuring Black artists and musicians. These events aim to celebrate and educate the community on African American history. We have all of the details at eyeonannapolis.net. The Annapolis Film Society will present a special screening of Millers in Marriage, which is a film exploring the challenges and triumphs of long-term relationships. The screening is set for this Wednesday, February 5th at Maryland Hall, beginning at 7 p.m. The event is part of the Society's ongoing effort to bring thought-provoking films to local audiences and foster meaningful conversations. You can get your tickets at AnnapolisFilmFestival.org, or we have links over at eyeonannapolis.net. On Friday on K9s and Crosstracks, we met Sebastian, who was a cool little beagle. And if you missed it, you want to give that a listen and then get in touch with the SPCA and give Sebastian his forever home. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with Dr. Brittany Ometz from Anne Arundel Audiology. It is a great one, especially if you are struggling to hear. Do give that one a listen. And on Friday, we also dropped a surprise bonus podcast all about the Super Bowl, featuring Chesapeake Bay Sox GM Brian Shawcross. It was a short and fun one, so do give that one a listen as well. Okay, that is a wrap. First off, thank you, as always, for listening and sharing, and a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Macmedics. Ann Covington from CovingtonAlsina is here with her Monday Money Report, and of course, we have your Eye on Annapolis weather. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel. Here is your weather outlook for the next few days. Today, you want to expect a chilly start with morning temperatures in the mid-30s, climbing to a high of about 48 degrees by the afternoon. Skies will be partly cloudy with winds, which will be light around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, temperatures will edge up a bit, reaching a high of 52. It'll be partly sunny with a mix of clouds and sun throughout the day. No rain is expected, making it a great day to get outside. Overnight lows will drop back down into the lower 30s. Now, Wednesday brings a change, with increasing clouds and a chance of an afternoon snow shower. Highs will be in the mid-30s with lows just below freezing, and I don't expect this to be a snow quote-unquote event, but we are keeping our eye out on it. Looking ahead, there is rain in the morning on Thursday, a decent day on tap on Friday, and a chance of rain all weekend. But this is Maryland, and it could change by the time I say goodbye. That's your 3-day weather outlook for Anne Arundel County. Stay safe and enjoy the week.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The Federal Reserve Bank's preferred measure of inflation, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, was released last week and came in as expected, with inflation remaining above the Fed's 2% target. Also as expected, the Fed did not cut rates further at their meeting. What was unexpected was the new AI model that was released by DeepSeek, offering a reportedly more powerful model than ChatGPT at a fraction of the cost, using less expensive and less powerful computer chips. NVIDIA's stock price fell 17% on Monday before largely rebounding, finishing the week down just under 5%. With that one stock making up almost 7% of the S&P 500, that drop rippled across index funds. Continuing with our discussion last week of how advisors and agents are paid, another category of financial professionals is registered representatives. Registered representatives hold either a Series 6 or Series 7 license through FINRA, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. A Series 6 license allows a rep to sell mutual funds for a commission, along with variable insurance products such as variable universal life and variable annuities if they have an insurance license. Most states also require a Series 63 license, which focuses on securities laws. A representative may have a Series 7 license in place of or in addition to a Series 6. The Series 7 allows the sale of individual stocks and bonds in addition to mutual funds. A registered representative works for a broker-dealer and is paid a commission based on sales of securities. Without additional licenses, they cannot provide comprehensive financial planning, but may provide advice incidental to the sale of products. Registered representatives are not subject to a fiduciary standard. The SEC recently created a best interest standard, which requires additional disclosures for professionals with a securities license. It does not require those professionals to act in your best interest. Rather, it requires conflicts of interest to be disclosed and a client's best interest served as well as possible given those conflicts. An example here is mutual fund sales. Mutual funds purchased through a registered representative can have two advisor costs: an upfront sales charge, which varies with the type of share. An A share, for example, commonly has a 5.75% upfront cost, designed for investors who tend to buy and hold. A C share typically does not have an upfront charge. The second cost to owning mutual funds is a 12B1 fee, often called a trail. With an A share, these are usually lower, around 0.25% annually, while a C share often has a 1% trail. It becomes complicated when you look at potential conflicts of interest. Most A shares have breakpoints where, if you invest a certain amount into one mutual fund company, your upfront charge is reduced. While there may be valid reasons to invest in multiple mutual fund companies, an unscrupulous advisor can sell multiple fund families to avoid hitting a breakpoint, keeping their commission higher. It becomes murkier still when you look at which mutual fund companies a broker-dealer allows their representatives to sell. Not all firms offer all products, and some offer proprietary funds, only available through their company, which means that if you want to leave your financial professional, you'll need to sell everything, which may have tax implications. Great questions to ask include why the representative is recommending these specific funds in the share class for you. FINRA has a great fund comparison tool on their website at finra.org. Your action item this week is for folks who will be 60 to 63 this year. The Secure 2.0 Act allows you to contribute an additional $3,750 to your employer-sponsored retirement plan for a total of $34,750. If this is you, consider further increasing your contributions to this higher maximum. Check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to see our upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only and does not intend to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk. Unless otherwise stated or not guaranteed, be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.